Howdy. I've been busy, mostly with paperwork projects such as tax return, but also with one physical project which I would like to share with you this evening. This truck is my 2002 International Durastar 4300 model with an aluminium tilt and slide recovery bed, also known as a rollback. Before I purchased this truck, she operated for several years in Chicago, Illinois, and those Chicago winters took their toll upon the cab floor, which had rusted out on both the left and the right side. And this project is about rebuilding the cab floor. I want to say that despite the ferocity of Chicago winters, I'm still disappointed that a truck that is only 10 to 11 years old is so badly rusted on the floor. Step one, of course, was to cut out the rusted sections of the cab floor. And step two was to make these cardboard templates. Here we're looking at the template for the right side of the cab floor, or passenger side. And then from the templates, step three is to make the actual steel replacement panels. Once again, we're looking at the panel for the right side of the floor. The side facing us is the downward side, the underside, and hence it's painted in grey primer. Let's look in the cab itself now. I want to tell you that I did already have a welder, but it was a small flux core gasless welder, and for this job I wanted to step up and improve the quality of my welds, and so I bought this 250 volt Hobart Welder. It's a gas system. I'm running it with shielding gas, which is a mixture of argon and carbon dioxide. This is a much better welder than the Clark gasless that I was using before. I bought it used, but it works very well. I'm very happy with it. So here's the right side of the cab. Cab is, of course, all stripped out. The seats have to be out to replace the rusted sections of the floor. I didn't want to replace a little bit here, a little bit there. I wanted to just weld in one large panel, so we tried to cut as much rust out as possible in one big section. And we can see the frame rails of the cab. We're not talking about the main frame of the truck, but these are the rails of the cab body. We can see that I've sprayed it with grey primer, but before I coated the rails in the primer, I sprayed on this product. It's Rust Fix by Duplicolor, and it's a converter. It converts iron oxide, which is rust, to iron tannate, and one can almost see the chemical reaction occurring before one's eyes. It converts the rust to a bluish black color, which is the iron tannate. So it definitely works, but how long it holds up, I don't know. and hence I thought it was a good idea to coat that iron tannate with the grey primer. Well, if we step up into the cab, we can see the much smaller panel that I welded on the left side of the cab. It was just a small panel, about 2 square feet, but an awkward job because I had to work under the steering wheel and around the clutch, brake and throttle pedals, and it was jolly difficult to try to hold the welding gun at anything approaching a sensible angle. I always disconnect the batteries before you weld on a truck or a car, just in case you do damage to either the alternator or the computer system. This is the first time I'd used my new welder, and so my results are a little mixed. Some of the weld quality is better than others, but overall it's not bad. It's pretty dark in there, but you can see that I did a good bead. Well, anyways, that's my project, and tomorrow I'll weld in that big panel, and once I've welded in the panel on the right, I have to make a decision whether I want to spend the $320 on the International floor mat, or whether I want to go with either a spray or roll-on coating, something like a truck bed liner, to coat the floor. Let me know what you think. Spend the money on the floor mat, or go for the cheaper solution with the bed liner type product. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Love you too.